Okay, beautiful people, got to share this quick and simple curry stew with these hearty vegetables, some lentil, chickpeas, and then we did some skillet greens on the side. So I started by picking my greens. I got some fresh collards, some kale. I just cut those up real easy, let them soak in some fresh cold water while I prepare the rest of my stew. I love making skillet greens. This way I can keep all the nutrients in my greens but still have that savory, soulful flavor that I like. And you're going to see the little tricks that I do to make that happen. So I just tossed my greens mixing together. And now I'm going to start preparing my stew water. So I already chopped up some basil I had in the freezer. This is African basil. It has a nice potent savory sage and herb flavor. Add a little vegetable bouillon cube. Then I added some fresh chilies because I like everything spicy. That Caspian is great for your digestive system. And then add the rest of my seasonings. I used some cumin, some fresh turmeric, smoked paprika, garlic powder mixed with a little parsley, and a little pink salt and pepper. With all these fresh seasonings and herbs, this is going to bring out all the flavor you need for this curry stew. You don't need much salt, much pepper when you have such a great combination of fresh herbs and dried seasoning. So yeah, that was just the base for my broth of my stew. I used about 3 cups of water, added my lentils because I wanted that to use it as a thickener for my stew. And then I added my fresh veggies. I got some red potatoes, green beans, carrots. I kind of threw everything in here. I'm a stew girl. That's what I like to do. Um, yeah, kind of put that all in one pot. Let that cook down till your vegetables are tender. And then we're going to add our chickpeas. And again, I wanted to make this as quick as possible because I was really hungry. So I sauteed my chickpeas. I use a can of organic chickpeas. They are cooked already, but I wanted to kind of give my chickpea like a little more texture, a little more flavor. So I oiled my pan up with some grapeseed oil. Don't mind me, I be jamming when I'm cooking. I be in my own world. Got to have the right grooves, a little hood, a little holy, just to get the food some extra flavor, you know. And so what I used in my chickpeas were like some fresh jalapenos, diced onions, red peppers, a little bit of green peppers. Let that saute up a little bit, and then I added my chickpeas. Season my chickpeas definitely. Couple of splashes of liquid smoke, salt, pepper, and boom, there you go. Let that cook on over, and then you can add that to your stew. Child, I was so ready to cook and eat. I'm just knocking over stuff. But yeah, I definitely want to add that liquid smoke. That's going to give you like a smoky, meaty flavor to your stew. Um, Definitely a must have when you're not using meat. This kind of brings, like I said, that meaty flavor to everything you cook with. And then you're going to see this beautiful, beautiful combination of chickpeas, peppers, and onions. You can smell it jumping out the pot. Oh my God, I wanted to dive in right there, but I had to wait. You got to combine it, make it one. And it's all better that way. So I forgot to add my fresh garlic. See, never forget that. That should go in the beginning when you add your water and all your fresh vegetables. So yeah, but in this situation, I had to run it at the end, but it's okay. It's still gonna be good. Added those chickpeas, mix that all up together. Look at that, nothing but yummy goodness. I'm talking about nothing but life. So now we're gonna get into these skillet greens. I started with my garlic. Got that right this time. Grapeseed oil. I'm adding fresh yellow peppers, red onions, more color, more life. I don't know, just vibrant food makes me happy. And I think that goes for everyone, right? So we adding our fresh shredded greens. Like I said, I got kales, collards. You can add whatever greens you have on hand. This skillet green is not like, discriminatory to the specific type of green. Use whatever green you have on hand. Just make sure they're fresh. Um, Pack them in there, and then I add my seasonings. And my seasonings are always going to be the same and pretty basic, but it gives it a great flavor to everything. That liquid smoke for our smoky flavor. Down we don't have to add all that smoked meat and get all that extra salt. I got some coarse black pepper, a little bit of pink salt. I mean, like 2 pinches of pink salt. Um, Smoked paprika, the fresh garlic. I mean, you can smell it with the peppers and onions coming through the pot. And that's your flavor. That's your base flavor for most dishes, but definitely for your skillet greens. And okay, yeah, I go heavy on the smoked paprika. I think I just like it a little too much, but it's okay. Don't tell nobody. And last but not least, my favorite thing to add to every dish, living water. That's going to get your greens nice and tender, but we don't need that much because we don't want to cook them down so we don't have no flavor, but we want them, bam, vibrant just like that. Now let's plate this bad boy. I got some brown rice. Okay, I kind of just slapped it on there at first. I was ready. I told you I was ready. But I needed some of that rice juice. I had to get some of that curry gravy. Smear that all up on that rice. Yep. Get you some peppers, string beans, potatoes, carrots, curry, lentils, all that. Chickpeas. You need all that in that bowl. Like all that and more rice juice. Yep, yep. Rice just ain't nothing without the gravy. And boom, I garnished it with some fresh cilantro just to cool off the spice. And of course, you cannot forget the cornbread. I mean, this dish would not be complete without the sweet potato cornbread. Look at those greens. Still vibrant, but yet tender. I'm talking about juicy, just yummy, yummy for the tummy. This is the food that makes your soul glow.